probably shut the engine. Nathan here from Boom the Box, and today's going to be a rather unusual video. What I have here is a rather old clunker, or in this case, a rather old bouncer. And right now I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because I failed the safety inspection last week. I was trying to get it inspected because it's the end of the month, and in the state of New Hampshire we need a safety inspection every year. And I failed because excessive bounce in the rear. And translated to English, that means worn rear struts. I'm going to show you just how worn the rear struts are here. That's not supposed to do that. It rides like the Pilgrim's horse carriages. I hope I could say that. I hope YouTube doesn't flag me for saying that. I know how to replace the struts on these cars because I did a similar car years ago. I'm going to try to the best of my ability to remember how to get it apart. From there, I have to get the back seat out. And I know, even though it's only about 5 p.m. right now, I know it's going to start getting dark here real soon. So, the first thing is there's 2 tabs on the bottom of the seat. You pull these out. I'm going to stop right there so it doesn't fall. In the case of this particular Camry, which is the DLX model, the rear seats do not fold down. So, in this case, they're fastened with a bolt at the base, down here, which I thought was a 10mm, but it's not. It's probably a 14. This car, surprisingly enough, does not have very many 10mm bolts, which is not a 14 either. It's a 12. I thought it was 10. It's not a 10. I thought it was 14. It's not 14. 14's too big. This is a 12. Now I got another one on this side. Pretty much the same place. This is still hooked, so I'm going to have to pull it up. Yeah, the folding rear seat. And I destroyed everything. There's the strut tower right there. I have a 12mm wrench right here, and I'm going to use that to take the bolts out. I didn't need to rip the speaker out. I was just trying to see how easy it would have been to take that top trim or liner off, but it's not looking too easy. Says I was wrong. Yeah, I'm getting the bolts out right now. Alright, what I've done now is I've removed the 13-inch hubcaps and jacked the car up. After I removed the hubcaps, I loosened the wheels, loosened the nuts so I could just get them off by hand. I don't think I should have loosened the nuts at the top of the strut prior to jacking it up. I think that was a mistake on my behalf, because now it keeps wanting to fall out when I'm trying to jack the car up. There's a 13-inch tire. Oh no, it's going down the hill. I hope I can find that. I gotta go get that tire. Alright, I think that back tire's history, so. I'm trying to get this clip out. There you go. Now the brake line's free. I don't understand why they attach the brake line to a part that you're gonna have to later replace. They weren't really wishful thinking. Now I've cut the brake line free. I'm gonna send it behind the strut here. I just whacked myself in the knee really hard with the ratchet. But yeah, this is how you have to get the nuts off, because there's a bolt on one end and the nut on the other. It would eventually die. The strut drops down there, and out it comes. I feel like Scotty Kilmer. Compressor. No. Look at that. The dampening on this is so strong that it pushes itself back up. That's how they're supposed to be. This is a spring compressor. Use it to compress the spring, because if you don't, when you take the bolt, this bolt off the top, it'll shoot the thing across the room. Scotty Kilmer doesn't mention this in the video, but on the end of the spring has to line up. Doing is clamping the spring in place so it stays. Continue loosening it. You shall flap no more. Your wing. Yay! That's one. First, I'm gonna line it with the holes up top. Okay, now I got the strut kind of where it needs to be. I'm gonna go up inside the car and put the bolts on the top. 6 flags. More flags. Fun. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut a slice in this so I can run the brake line through it without disconnecting the brake line, because if I disconnect the brake line it'll put air in the system and the brakes won't work and I'll have to bleed them. Bend it. Okay. Here's the end result. It's not perfect, but that's not going anywhere. Okay, there we go. There. Stop. So you wait. And here I'm going to demonstrate how much better the rear struts are. Yeah, I don't bounce like a pilgrim's horse carriage anymore. I get to drive in peace.